In some countries, the rising price of food and increased shortages have fueled riots as many struggle to find enough to eat. Farmers in poor nations are also struggling to survive, due in part to climate change and the increasing cost of growing and selling their crops. This was the focus of a news conference held Wednesday in New York during the United Nations General Assembly. Microsoft founder Bill Gates and businessman Howard Buffett announced a joint initiative, along with the UN's World Food Program, to increase the incomes of 350,000 farmers in 21 countries. The program, called Purchases for Progress, seeks to double global food production by 2050. The $76 million pilot program will focus especially on farmers in sub-Saharan Africa and Central America. Bill Gates.
Ultimately, the goal here is to have these markets be self-sustaining.
President Paul Kagame of Rwanda says the program will help small farmers by allowing them to sell food directly to buyers through farmers' cooperatives and other arrangements. He says reducing intermediate costs, such as bagging, transporting, and storage, will give farmers added incentive to grow their crops.
The Purchase for Progress program is also a direct response to the current food crisis, where farmers are being given an incentive to produce for the market, increase productivity because they have a market.
The UN's World Food Program will use its purchasing power in developing nations to help farmers sell their produce. Howard Buffett, the son of billionaire Warren Buffett, says the world's richest nations must rise to the challenge before it is too late.
With less than a third of African agricultural production reaching markets, there's a huge opportunity for this initiative. And with child chronic malnutrition rates as high as 78% in the highlands of Guatemala, there must be new solutions to old problems.
Purchase for Progress is one of several public-private initiatives expected to be announced this week in New York. World leaders gathered at the UN General Assembly are focused on drawing attention to the UN's Millennium Development Goals. The UN hopes to reduce poverty in the world's poorest countries by 2015. Robert Raffaele, VOA News.